I always had this weird feeling, like I didn't belong. My parents and I looked nothing alike. I had dark, curly hair, but they were both blonde with straight hair. "You must take after your great-grandparents," they'd always say, but deep down, I knew something was wrong. One day, I took a DNA test for fun, just to prove myself crazy, but when I saw the results, my heart stopped. 0% match. I wasn't related to either of my parents, not even distantly. I laughed nervously and showed my mom, expecting her to say it was a glitch. Instead, she turned pale and whispered, "Oh no, she knows." "Wait, what?" Dad rushed in, and they exchanged panicked looks. That's when Mom broke down crying. "We wanted to tell you, but we didn't know how," she sobbed. Then Nolly said the words that shattered my world. I was swapped at birth. I felt like I couldn't breathe. How could they hide this from me for 17 years? But what they said next made my blood run cold. The hospital knew, for years, but they never told us because my real family was filthy rich and didn't want me back. I sat there, shaking. My real parents knew I existed, and they had chosen to ignore me? I had to see them for myself. I found their mansion online. It was a castle compared to our tiny apartment. My heart pounded as I walked up their massive gates and rang the buzzer. A butler opened the door, looked at me, and his eyes widened in shock. He rushed inside without a word. Moments later, a tall man and a woman with icy blue eyes walked out. My biological parents. My real mother gasped and clutched her chest, tears welling in her eyes. My father just frowned. "I knew this day would come," he muttered. That's when I learned the horrible truth. They had kept the baby they got on purpose because she was healthy and I had been born with a weak heart. They didn't want a sick child. I was nothing but a mistake they wanted to forget. Tears burned my eyes as I turned away. I didn't need them. My real parents weren't the ones with my DNA. They were the ones who had raised me, loved me, and fought for me. But just as I was about to leave, someone grabbed my hand. It was my biological sister. And what she whispered changed everything. "You were never meant to know the truth. If you stay, you might not make it out alive." We met at a small cafe, far from the mansion. My sister's hands were shaking. "You don't understand," she said in a hushed voice. "They didn't just abandon you. They erased you." "What do you mean?" I asked, heart pounding. She took a deep breath. "They knew you were alive this whole time, but now they need you back." "Why?" I whispered. Before she could answer, I noticed something strange. A black SUV was parked outside. The man inside was watching us. We had to run. I grabbed my sister's hand and bolted for the back exit. The cafe staff shouted after us, but we didn't stop. We sprinted through the alley, our hearts pounding. Suddenly, a black SUV skidded to a stop, blocking the exit. The doors flew open. Two huge men in suits jumped out. One of them grabbed my arm. "Come with us, miss," he said calmly. I fought, kicked, scratched, but he was too strong. Then, bam! My sister punched him in the face. We used the distraction to climb over a dumpster and escape through the narrow streets. Only when we reached a crowded market did we stop. I turned to my sister, breathless. "Why are they after me?" She hesitated. Then she whispered, "Because you weren't the only one they erased." Using old hospital records, we tracked down an address, the home of the couple who almost adopted my missing brother. But when we got there, the house was abandoned. I found a faded letter in the mailbox. It was from our father. "There can be no loose ends. Handle it." I swallowed hard. "Loose ends?" Then, a deep voice behind us said, "You shouldn't be here." We turned. A tall man stood in the doorway, his face in shadows, but his eyes looked just like mine. My breath caught. "Liam?" He didn't answer, just stared at us coldly. "You need to leave, before they find you." I wasn't leaving without answers. "They told us you were dead." Liam let out a dry laugh. "I was supposed to be." Then he stepped into the light, revealing a deep scar across his throat. Someone had tried to kill him. Liam's voice was bitter. "You have no idea what kind of people they are." I took a deep breath. Then tell us. He hesitated. Then he finally said it. Our parents don't just abandon kids. They create them for organ harvesting. I felt like the air had been knocked out of me. Liam was born with a weak heart, so they got rid of him. I was born healthy, and now our father was dying. He wanted me back because he needed my heart. Before I could react, crash! The front door slammed open. Footsteps, men in suits, and standing between them, our biological father. His cold eyes landed on me. It's time to come home. I forced a small smile. Fine. His eyebrows raised. Then I grabbed a guard's gun. Bang! The bullet shattered the chandelier above us, raining glass everywhere. In the chaos, Liam broke free. I ran. Liam tackled a guard, and my sister kicked our father to the ground. Go! Liam shouted. I grabbed my sister's hand, and we sprinted into the dark streets. Behind us, my father shouted orders, but we didn't look back. We were free. A month later, Liam disappeared, off the grid. My sister and I changed our names, moved to a new city. We weren't safe yet, but if our father ever came for me again, this time, I'd be ready.